Alright, so what we got here is a 2007 Yamaha 225 horsepower 4-stroke. The issue here was that customer was running wide open throttle, engine stalled at approximately 4,500 RPMs. Engine quit on them, but was able to turn it back on. Upon inspection, I noticed that there was too much oil on the dipstick. Alright, and at first I thought, he had a blown head gasket, because there was water in the oil. That was my first conclusion, blown head gasket. So I went ahead and started doing a pressure test, compression test on the cylinders, but compression was fine all the way around. And so then I started doing a leak down test on each one of the cylinders. Cylinder test on the leak down, everything's fine. So nothing was bad actually in the power head. So went ahead and did an oil change, new filter, filled it up with the oil that it needed, and left it tilted up, halfway. Came back the next day, and I trimmed it down. And when I trimmed it down, basically, out of the 4 quarts that I put in it, I lost about 3 quarts of that on the ground. That's why there's a lot of dirt there. I just kind of threw some dirt over the oil so I could just soak it in. Anyways, so then that's when I decided, check a little further before I called the customer, let them know. The only thing I was able to find was that inside here, the manifold, the exhaust manifold, and the muffler, on one side of the wall there was a bunch of oil. Then down towards the bottom, I noticed there was a piece of aluminum, aluminum casing, or cast aluminum, basically just melted down. That's because, engine was running, the fuel was burning too hot. So it basically just melted out the exhaust muffler, causing the gaskets all the way around, because this is like a 2 or 3 piece. So all the gaskets around, when the aluminum was getting too hot going through, when the exhaust was going through here, the aluminum started expanding, contracting, expanding, contracting, and at the end it warped basically. So now when you fill it up towards oil level, the oil starts seeping out through those little cracks or crevices or whatever it got warped. So now what I gotta do is I remove the bottom cowling, the power head. Now I gotta remove the oil pan. But before I remove the oil pan, I gotta remove the motor mounts, and then the bottom motor mounts. Gotta remove the lower unit. If not, you can't remove none of this. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. It could have been a lot worse. Could have blown the engine. Alright, let's get to it.